Ladies and gentlemen, wow. It's Friday night and we are here. When you see this, just really is getting to the point where it needs really no introduction. You already know what time it is. It's time for the OGs to enter the building, say what we got to say, do what we have to do, and add to this gigantic thing that we call Cowboy Land from our perspective, where you get the truth. No sugarcoating. It's no question about it. And we're here, and I'm excited about it. A lot of you hadn't heard, well, you hadn't heard from me at least, because I've been working and doing all type of things. So this really will be my first time really talking about stuff, unless you've seen the ride, of course, and that was real brief. But I can't think of a better way to say whatever needs to be said than with my brothers. You know who he is, right up there at the top. The one and only Cowboy Joe is in the building. Put your hands on it. Oh, yeah. And right there in the middle, the glue is there. You've heard him. You know what he's going to do tonight. The one and only B-Bird in the building. No question. And I round out this crew, Cowboys OG crew. And I'm known as, big time. And we're here to talk about some good stuff because let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. There's some good stuff going on in Cowboy land. I got to tell you. Hey.
13-4, baby.
I see some good stuff going on. And
I think he coming your way, Joe.
And hey, we got something to talk about tonight. Let's see if things have changed, from my perspective or not. Last time we were together, Cowboy Joe jumped on out there in the middle of the street and didn't care if 18-wheeler was coming. He didn't care. He just said 13-4 is gonna be the Cowboys record. And B-Bird, me and B-Bird kind of, we kind of hesitant. We didn't move. And then we said, and last time we said, Cowboy Joe said this, and I quote, "Let's see how we act against the Rams."
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to Joe since we since we played the Rams. And I think this is just a good fitting way to just turn it on over to the 13-4, man. What do you think, B-Bird?
Well, let me say this before he gets started. Now, I got to tell you, he did change it from 13-4, man, and I got to let you know this. Now, he had 14-3 now since. After the Rams, man, he went on. He put another game on there, man. He couldn't take it no more.
Yeah.
No.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you.
Look,
I'm messing with you.
Joe, I'm get out the way. I think it's only fitting as usual that you started off.
Yes, sir.
I think it's only fitting based on our performance, at least against the Rams, heading, of course, to Seattle tomorrow night. I think it's only right that you start this thing out because I think some of us need to listen to you. I was saying, I'm done. I'm off the floor, Joe. You got it.
So now you are an educator, so you're in the school system. So we're gonna do a little history lesson to start off.
Okay.
And I did listen to your Rise show a couple of days ago when you said the Rams should be worrying about us.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let me get the quote right. At some point, Joe, I don't mean to interrupt because I don't mean to take the time, but this is what I said. Here's the truth. Whether you think we're going to be 14-3 or whatever, here's the real truth of the matter. While we talking about who going to hold Puka Nacua and who going to hold Devontae Adams, I was saying, B-Bird, who going to hold Lamb Pickens? Like, at some point, we got to change this mentality. Like, y'all got Stafford, we got Dak. You know what I'm saying? We y'all got Kyron Williams, we got Javonte Williams. Like at some point, somebody got to say, the Rams got to come see us. And also, see, and I said when we played the Giants in Washington, we'll have that attitude. But when we play Baltimore, folks gonna say, well, y'all got to see Derrick Henry, y'all got to see Lamar Jackson. They got to see us. That's all I was saying. Go ahead, Joe.
So yeah, this I'm gonna take you guys back to 1991-92. You remember those years? The golden age. That was the real golden age, by the way. Not this one we're currently in. But if you remember, it was two teams going into that season. One was a powerhouse, and that was the San Francisco 49ers. They were the odds-on favorite to win the whole thing, and they had a upstart Dallas Cowboy team that people were kind of keeping an eye on just a little bit. We had some good players. We had a good couple of years behind us, but what ended up happening was all year long, those two teams was like two trains coming down a track on a collision course.
Mm-hmm.
And those two teams had a great season. 49ers had a better season. They ended up with home field advantage. And those teams did end up in the NFC Championship game, playing against each other. I was at the game, by the way, at Candlestick. I was there.
Yeah, you told me that, man. That's historic. Yeah, brother.
Saw it in person. So I was thinking, after watching this information from this scrimmage the other day, I think we're looking at history repeating itself, gentlemen. I think the Rams are the odds-on favorite to win a Super Bowl this year. I don't think there's a team that's close. You could look at Denver, New England, maybe. And you got the usual suspects, the 49ers, the Eagles, you know how that goes. But I think what we're getting ready to see right now is the 91-92 thing all over again. You're going to see the Cowboys and the Rams on the collision course to hook up at the end of the season. And I agree with you big time. We shouldn't just be concerned about them. They should be concerned about us. And you said something, you asked who can cover Pickens and CD? They don't have nobody that can cover Pickens and CD. You know who can cover Pickens and CD? Terrence Steele. So we'll talk about him. So that's the only concern we have. It sure ain't gonna be McDuffie. We done seen him go up against CD Lamb and Pickens. We saw that prime time last Thanksgiving. So I think the way this thing is shaping up, I'm feeling pretty good. I think these two teams, it's gonna go down the same path that the 91-92 Cowboys and 49ers went down. I want to see what you guys think about that. We can talk about it tonight.
Yeah, I'll go on that. Only thing is that nowadays, man, is that the media they knew back then if they really caught on and understand that the Cowboys are gold. So if we start winning, even at a lesser clip than the Rams, we still gonna get more exposure than them. They're gonna still prop us up. ESPN shows are going to be from Dallas and all that kind of stuff. Jerry Jones will be there on Friday days or for a big game. So we can't sneak up on nobody, as you said, which we did then, Cowboy Joe, because where we were at the time, we were a young team. I think we come off a 79 year. And then, they said that we got talent, but it's going to be a few years from now till we win. And San Francisco was already an established team. So when we actually met them in San Francisco, nobody gave us a chance. So we kind of snuck in like at nighttime or whatever, under the cover, and we came out and won. But I did want to go to something that Big Time talked about the other day, and I think we talked about it a little bit here. When he said that they have to play us, and what that is it's a mentality, y'all. Let me tell you what the Cowboys have always been lately. We've been the hunted. Yeah. We're never the hunter. In the 90s, we were the hunters, man. We hunted people, and people did not want to play us. Because why? Man, Michael Irvin gonna body you up. Larry Allen, these guys gonna run. They gonna mow you down. They gonna run you down. They gonna hit you with this speedy defense. These dudes come from everywhere. We got Haley coming from this side. We got Jeff. It's just a lot going on over there, man. We don't like playing these dudes. Man, who we got this week? Dallas. God. Yeah. When the last time somebody said that, man? And we talking about it from a physical, not a scoring 40 on you. We talking about from a physical standpoint, man. And that's what you want, man. You want people to say, man, we got to play the Cowboys. God, dog. Who we got next? Man, the Cowboys. Oh, shoot. Okay, who we got after that? You know what I'm saying? And so I saw a stat on the 49ers a couple of years ago that was interesting. It said that after teams played the 49ers, I don't know if y'all saw the stat, that it was like game 13 of the year, game 14 of the year, teams were 3-11 because of how physical 49ers play, and to recover in 1 week wasn't good. They were losing people and all that. That's because 49ers play physical football. And that's what. Do you think teams don't look at them on the schedule and say, oh, man, we got the 49ers. You know this is going to be a tough one. That's what I want the Cowboys to be, man. Like, I know finesse and our wide receivers, that's all good, man. But I want us to beat up on people, and I want people to fear us, man. And we haven't had that in I don't know how long, y'all. I mean, has it been since the 90s since we had that? But it's been a long time. But I would call it the never scared team, man. I want some guys out there that ain't never scared, man. I'm talking about never scared. And I'm gonna tell you that's why a lot of people, man. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say, Big Time. That's why a lot of people migrate to Pickens, man. because Pickett's one of them dudes that don't care, dog. I mean, if it's game 3 and you throw him a slant, he gonna take it to the house. If it's a Super Bowl, you throw him a slant, the lights don't. He don't care about the lights. He want the lights, and he gonna do the same thing with the lights. He's like, man, that's how Mike was, man. What? It's the lights. I'm gonna play better. What are you talking about? Monday Night Football? Oh, you don't put me on Monday Night Football. I'm a clown. I ain't know, man. Come on, man. People watching. My people at home watching. You want players like that, man, and that's why Pickens embodies that, man. For real, on our team, he's the guy. And you saw in the scrimmage the other day, he's a guy that's going to catch the ball and let the cornerback know how much better he is than him. And I love that, man. And we need that in this team.
While it's fresh on my head and it ties in, the last time you say beat up on some people was the years when we had Fredrickson, Martin.
2014 comes back to mind.
Yeah, that we beat people up, but the only problem was we weren't a complete team. We were offensively low.
Defense was. That's why we lost the Green Bay game. Yeah.
Which now the thing that, if we were taking about the Rams scrimmage, the thing that everybody should have been excited about, obviously, was the defense. That's the offense. They're gonna do what they have to do. They're gonna do that. But and then you really can't really judge. It's a scrimmage, and then of course Garrett didn't play, and we figured that Aaron Donald will probably come back. And it's a difference. Ain't no sense of us lying about it. But when that time comes, we'll be ready for it. However, the defense did play Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
That's the MVP of the league. The defense did see Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
Yes.
And before we played, a lot of people had big question marks about our secondary. Well, according to every report that I heard and every content creator that I heard and all the big guys, the bigger guys, they said the Cowboys defense beat up the Rams. Whether it's full tackling or whatever the case may be. They were counting sacks on and that's another thing. They were counting sacks like this is a real game. We've been some sacks. I think they counted 4, if I'm not mistaken. They had not counting the turnovers.
3 of them by the linebacker. And one of them was against Stafford. Yep.
So what that tells you is that the scheme works. Anytime you got a 3rd or 4th string linebacker come in and trying to make the team like this, that I'll tell you that the scheme is working, the aggressiveness is there, and we didn't play all of our guys. We're trying to figure out. It was just good to hear that Siobhan Rivera played well. It was good to hear that Bland covered Puka Nacua. I covered him, made plays. What that does, ladies and gentlemen, is it brings confidence. And when you're coming off of such a horrible year defensively and people trying to figure things out, it was a good first step to go against what everybody consider the future world champions in the Rams in the first place. It was good to go up there and pay them back for what they did to us last year around this time. The scrimmage, they embarrassed us.
Yeah.
And it looked like we put it on to them. And let me throw this some things mean much. What B-Bird just brought up was powerful when he talked about Pickens. And Pickens, he changes not. He's the same guy regardless. But there was another dude that was talking much trash before the game, before the even scrimmage started. And that was Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Prescott was saying, if y'all saw the video, we finna take this. He was cussing and everything. Like, we finna take these, all.
They call it Spicy Dak.
I said, wait a minute. But what I'm saying is that stuff rubs off, man.
It does.
And B-Bird used the perfect word, mentality. It is the mentality, and it is obvious that Christian Parker and Brian Schottenheimer are on the same page when it comes to this mentality, this culture type thing. See, that's powerful. If anybody played ball, you already know what time it is. If once you get that together and everybody's on the same page, you can do some things. And that's what I took from it. Yeah, let's see now, does this carry over to tomorrow night? I know we got up for the Rams. You ought to get up for the world champions.
World champions, baby.
You going to their house. So I need to see the same energy, and let's go to work and punch them in the mouth as well. So that's what I'm super impressed. Let me say it to you like this, Joe. I ain't quite yet to jump on your bandwagon, but I'm leaning toward it.
Yeah.
I'm leaning. I love you. I'm leaning that way. I'm not saying I'm gonna go 14-3 and all that type of stuff, but I'm leaning that way because these guys so far are made up of the right mindset that it takes. Like they're going in, man. But can I say this, B-Bird, Joe? Yeah. Listen, it seemed like they went in with a bully type mentality.
Yeah.
And I said, whoa, now that ain't happened in a long time, man. Now that's part I got about it.
Can I say one thing, Joe, before you go? If I want, some people have been saying, man, it's just a practice. It's just a practice, right?
Oh, no.
Here's the deal. I want to ask everybody this that's listening and everybody on this panel. If they had performed, the defense had performed bad, you see what I'm saying? It'd have been all over the news. So if you was going to take a bad performance serious, you got to take a good performance serious too. That's all I want to say.
That's it.
So, I was on listening to a stream before I came on with you guys. It was Ben and Skin. I think it was Nick Harris was on there. So the rumor today is that Aaron Donald, they believe he's coming back.
Yeah, I think so too.
They don't know when, but it's a possibility. But what I also liked about the scrimmage the other day was you got guys like Rashawn Gary, Obanio, our big nose, 360 pounds. Of course, you got Kenny Clark and Quentin with his new contract. Gary was physical too, from what I heard. I heard Obashan was cutting up out there, and D Winters over there big time. Just overall, just the defense had a presence. And the other thing that I thought was interesting, Brian Schottenheimer, he just let Clayton Adams call the plays, and Shotty was watching the defense from what I hear. And that lets me know too that they understand what this season is going to be about. The season is going to be about this defense is just being physical, showing up, playing big, and being physical. And they really put the cherry on the top. When the scrimmage was over, the Rams looked kind of silly just walking out the field, and the Cowboys were running sprints.
Oh man!
So that was a message being sent. That was right out of Jimmy Johnson's playbook right there.
Man.
And I'm gonna go back to something that I talked to you guys about last week. I just looked at it before I came on the air with you guys again. The Rams have a very tough schedule. So when I started out with this thing, I'm thinking, I said, well, we're going to play them at the end of the year out there, and we'll probably end up playing an NFC Championship game in LA. Guys, I would not be stunned if we end up playing them here in the NFC Championship game. I would not be shocked. They do not have an easy schedule. They got to play the 49ers twice. They play Seattle twice. They play Kansas City. They play Tampa. Just about everybody that we got, they got to play them. So I think this thing, man, I just got a feeling, and, Cowboy fans, we fall for this. It's the loosest football. We do this every year. Look, there was never a point last year with what happened in our offseason with hiring Eberflus. I was never confident that we was going to have a good season. It never was. Never was. It's just something about this team, the players that we got, and I'm just looking at some of these other teams around the league. Man, I think we have one of the better teams, guys, from a personnel standpoint. And I still think it's a possibility based on some stuff I heard yesterday and today. I'm not even closing the door on getting Crosby. And if we get Crosby, we're not going to be able to have this show because I'm going to be, where's Super Bowl being played?
Wow.
I'm going to be doing the show from there with y'all.
I know you will.
If we get Max Crosby, man, look, let me tell you something. Y'all ain't gonna be able to look. Y'all might have to just tie me up somewhere.
Wow. I don't. I refuse. I'm still in the mode of until I see it, I believe it. They've set themselves up in a great way to make a move with the Quinn Williams deal, freeing all his salary cap up. Will they do something with it? I don't know. I don't know. If they did, I'm like a lot of people, like saying, like, hey man, let's just go and get it done now. Why wait till the trading deadline and then move? I mean, I don't want to wait. I want to go on. If he's your guy,
you do it now.
You gotta go and get him in now. There is another guy that's out there not on max level, but a guy just begging to get a Cowboy uniform and him. That's Von Miller. I say, why not get? I mean, he ain't gonna cost you much. I mean, just go.
You can get both.
You get both.
Look, yeah.
If you for real, you get both.
And I'm gonna make an argument with you here in just a minute that you need to get both, and I'm gonna tell you why. Go ahead, big time.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you can go. You go, Joe.
And we talked about this on our show multiple times. We are not in this mode of this 3-year draft and develop thing. We just not that. That's not who we should be. Mm-mm. And I believe Malachi Lawrence. I want to see more from Iziriku, but I just kind of got a feeling that Malachi Lawrence, Iziriku, they might be your 3-year draft and develop guys, and that's not what we need. And I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I've been thinking about this too. And I've never been a Sam Williams guy, but I think this is Sam Williams' moment right here, and he should be on the field over Malachi Lawrence at this point.
Well, let me give you.
I gotta get my camera. I move my hand.
Yeah, I saw you. Look, let me tell you.
It's moving back now.
Let me give you some support on what you just said, and not from what I know. I'm just going by from what I heard and guys who have had eyes on the practice. Brian Broaddus said the same thing you just said. That we're going to have to be patient with Lawrence, and Sam is having a better camp. Than he is. Now, Iziriku is having a real good camp. So what you're saying is coming from guys who are watching this thing intently. So I just wanted to add some support to what you just said on that.
Hey, so this I'm just looking at this lineup here. And I definitely agree with what you said because this is not a knock to Malachi Lawrence. I mean, name a rookie.
He's a rookie.
He's a rookie, man. So we can't be putting that much expectations on a rookie. But we can bring in those guys and just kind of let him, chill and learn. But then too, man, then you still got to have guys for special teams too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got to have like guys that's like your third stringers, but they play special teams and stuff like that too. So. But I definitely think that we can get both those guys. But I've always thought about the way you win is you don't get nobody to add to the bottom of your roster. You get someone to add to the top of the lineup and push everybody down one. And the Cowboys for so long, so let me show you how it works. You got Pickens in and you made him your number 2. Now you pushed everybody down. One. And now everybody's better in their positions. So if you bring in a Crosby, all you're doing is pushing the guy backwards one step. He's going to even be better in his role than he was, in a lead role. Like Iziriku might not be ready for that lead role.
Yeah.
But if you can learn from Crosby, and I don't know if y'all got to see that the interview of that guy that played for a little bit with Crosby. Boss put it up today about it.
I did see it.
That's crazy. He just talked about how impressed he was with his work ethic. He said that, man, when they run gassers, sprints, he said they got 3 different fields that they run them on. The linemen, then they got like the tight ends and linebackers style guys. And they got the DBs and the wide receivers. He said, man, Crosby don't run with he don't run with the defensive line. He don't run with the linebackers. He run with the doggone wide receivers. He said, man, I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life, man. He said, that's a dog dude, man. He said he's just never seen a dude work that hard and be that dedicated. It's just more stuff that we would need here, not just with he's a player in itself. And I think Joe may have been a little surprised when we had a show earlier this week. When I think he's better than Michael Parsons because he actually plays a run better than Michael Parsons, right? And his leadership is better than Michael Parsons. And there's a whole bunch of other facets that he's going to bring. If he comes to this team, he's going to bring a lot to this team as far as leadership, as far as work ethic, and less known the production on the field, man. So I still have my eyes open for that trade. And one thing, y'all, we have had the Joneses have had the option of waiting to see how things play out, then go and get somebody like Quentin Williams. When other GMs don't have that option, man. This ain't baseball. Like every game, man, game number 1, when they do this, the one that they start the year off with the Super Bowl champion, that game is important in the standings, man.
Starting off against division one. I mean, you're going against your division right off.
Yeah, and here's one thing, man. You know what game hunted us before we got out for good last year? That Cardinal game haunted us, man. I kept looking at the standings. I was like, God damn, that Cardinal game gonna kill us, man. Yeah. And every game, so we don't have the ability. If we want to go get Crosby, let's start the season off with the guy.
I agree 100%, and I think that you said it. I say it. I think I've said it the last few times on this show, and I know I've said it on my show that you can't afford a slow start. Not with this.
Not that schedule, man.
You can't afford to be honest with you. I'm not saying because I believe we're gonna be favored in those first 2 games against the Giants and Washington. You got to win those 2, and then you got Baltimore after that in Brazil, and these are the games that you got to win because it's like walking through a minefield. I mean, this schedule is loaded, and you can't have any slip-ups at all. You're gonna have to beat the teams that you're supposed to beat, and then you got to beat some teams that people may not think that you are probably not going to win. It's kind of like I said, it's a lot of people going to say Baltimore going to beat us in week 3, whether we were in Dallas or Baltimore or whether we were playing in Brazil. A lot of people going to say Baltimore is going to win or they're going to be the favorites. Those are games you got to go ahead and send a message. It's really just that simple. So I'm in total agreement. I really believe, man, that and it's been proven that you win with talent, man.
I agree.
It's just
I agree.
I am a believer in development, but when you have in my view, when you have a short window, you got to go ahead and put the chips in the middle of the table, man. You don't have time to experiment. You don't have time in some positions you don't have time to develop. You got to go ahead and swing the bat and swing for the fences. Hitting singles and doubles, that works if you're trying to win, the batting championship. We ain't trying to Pete Rose this thing.
Yeah.
We trying to Barry Bonds this thing.
Yeah.
I want a 500-foot home run. And to go back to what B-Bird said, while everybody say the future is Malachi Lawrence, well, the present is somebody like Crosby and Von Miller together.
That's right.
And trust me, if you get Von Miller and if you go get Crosby, all of y'all, this, you know, and this for all the folks that are gonna be looking at this later. All of y'all that's saying we don't need that. We don't. Yeah, yes you do. Yes you do. Yes you do. I'm not saying we're gonna get it. I'm just saying if the opportunity presents itself, you gonna make that happen because you're trying to win a world championship. The Rams wouldn't got Myles Garrett and probably gonna get Aaron Donald back. Ladies and gentlemen, that's incredible. You gotta match that. You gotta match it. I want team to fear the defense. Now forget being, 14 and 13 overall. If you got a chance to get you creep into the top 10,
that's where you need to be.
Go get a best.
That's where you need to be, big time.
Go get a Von Miller. Now don't reach for the sky. Those two guys, they're not gonna bring your defense down. They're gonna elevate your defense. It's really that simple. Go ahead,
right.
Joe.
Yeah, it's realistic, and it could be Josh Sweat. So some people that I think
I take him too.
Some people that I think pretty reliable in terms of reporting. They are convinced that the Cowboys are going to do something bigger than what Von Miller. It would be smart for them to bring Von Miller in with whoever they decide to make a move on. If it's Sweat, if it's Crosby. It was another guy that somebody mentioned. It's like his name escapes me at the moment. But I think this is the time to, they always have these monikers, let's hang around the rim and, all of this stuff they come up with. Let's knock on the door. They have the opportunity to kick the door in. You can kick it in right now.
Off the hinges.
Kick it off the hinges. Go ahead and just put all the chips on the table. It ain't no salary cap issue. This all this pie stuff. That's over. That's over, guys. It's over. It's a wrap. It's done. You can't talk about pie. You can't talk about the cap. They salary cap situation right now is probably the best that it's been in 20 or 30 years, to be honest.
Even with the signing of Will, what they've done, what they've done is masterful. What they did with Williams' contract, it's more than 5 years. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, no, I saw it. You kind of added on.
It's like 7 years or something like that. They did a masterful job as far as creating things and opening up things and to make moves for the future. This is I can't knock them. They done the job, but now can you complete the puzzle? That's what it is. Okay, you got salary cap. Okay, what you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah you created room. Okay, what you gonna do with it? That's what I want to know. And if your only solution is okay, because everybody knows that whatever you have on the salary cap, you can carry that into the next year. Well, if that's all what you're doing, then you ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about you rolling the money over the next year.
Because you give that year up.
Yeah, you got this year to make it happen.
Yeah.
And you close. You real close to really doing something that's gonna be like saying, oh my goodness, Cowboys really are serious about this thing. You're close. And I'm not saying they're not serious now. I'm just saying you can make it even better than what it is.
Hey, could you put up that comment you just put up, Darryl Brownlee put up there about Sam Williams' knee? Now, and let me tell you, Darryl, I read that comment earlier. I'm glad that Big Time just put it back up there because that's accurate, man. I am not a big Sam Williams fan. I think he makes knucklehead decisions. Hopefully he's matured out of that. He was a penalty waiting to happen. But what he was is a very talented kid coming out of, I think North Carolina, was it? I think it was North Carolina. And he had a lot of...
It was a Mississippi or Mississippi State.
Oh, one of those? Okay. So, but he had a...
Sam went to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss? Well, we all over the place. So, but he had a lot of talent, man. He had a lot of speed or whatever. But you are definitely right, Darryl, that it does take more than one year to come back off of a knee injury. That first year, you just kind of getting back in, got no confidence in it. You don't think you can cut off of it. You're still probably protecting it. And so the next year, hey, y'all, if Sam Williams comes to reaches potential right now, that'd be outstanding, man. But I really was going to say about...
Well, throw one more thing in. Hold that thought, Beeper. One more thing. He's in his contract year.
He's in his contract year. That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. What I was gonna say next? I got thrown off. So I was gonna say you said something. I think it was Joe said they were saying about hanging around the rim.
Mm-hmm.
What's aggressive about that? Just that statement is alone. Hanging around the rim saying we just want to be here just in case something happened and it falls our way. No, you make it go your way.
Yeah.
Like you don't go tap on the door. You do what with it, Joe? Kick the door in. Dude, we gotta think about this. A person think about George Pickens, who is my guy on the team right now. You think a dude like George Pickens be like, well, I just want to hang around? No, I want to take it. If the ball goes in the air and it's 3 defenders and it's jump ball, I expect to come down with the ball. Yeah, but it's 3 of them. I'm better than all them dudes. I'm supposed to make this play. And I'm going to make this play. That ain't hanging around the rim. And that's why I'm glad that we got guys like Pickens on the team, man, because we got to get away from that kind of stuff. We got to get it's some times, man, on this team that we should have went for it. I think that when we lost to the San Francisco 49ers with Amari Cooper there, I think we let Amari Cooper go after that year. But that was a year to add on to the team and say, hey, man, we was right there. Look, man, we just need a little bit more. Let's go back and analyze that game and see what we can get better at. And then let's go all in right there. It's been times where we should have went all in, man. We right there to go all in, and we back up and do something different. I'm like, why we? This is the time. Why are we going backwards? And that just kind of throws me off, man, when that kind of stuff happens. But I'm trying to get away from that because we're talking about this season. I am happy about everything that's been going on this season, but I think it is a way, I think Boss says this. He said, I don't know how he said it, but he said, man, I'm gonna be unbearable if we get Crosby. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to even talk to me. So that is a way, getting Von Miller. I would take Von Miller too, or Sweat, one of those guys. I just think that we need something else on the edge, man, to get us over.
So I'm gonna give you 2 moves that you can do tonight at 4:00 in the morning in your sleep. It's not gonna cost you nothing, and it's gonna make your football team better on Monday. You do this move tonight, these 2 things tonight at 4 a.m. You're a better team Monday. This is before first preseason game for all the cuts or whatever, and you can do this later. You sign Von Miller and you sign Bobby Wagner. It's not gonna cost you nothing. No, okay, but you're going to immediately improve your team. It's going to let you bring Barham along. He's kind of banged up now, so you can let him get healed. He's going to learn from one of the greatest, from a Hall of Fame player.
One of the greatest Hall of Famers, absolutely.
He's going to learn from a guy that during the game is going to need to take some snaps off.
Absolutely.
And then you just put him in and he plays.
That's a great idea, bro.
And then you move Overshawn to his natural position, and him and D Winters can spell each other during the game. So it's some things that you can do that they normally don't do. That it's just really just like a Skywalker Steel always said, just pushing a button. They got some buttons they can push. I'm telling you right now, they got an opportunity to put us in a position. The Rams will be chasing us. I'm telling you. That's how much talent we have. And B-Bird, the Rams don't have anybody that can cover Pickens and Lamb. They don't.
Let me tell you something about the Rams. Why I'm never scared of them, because they're a finesse team. We do actually do pretty good against the Rams. They're a finesse team, and they don't like getting hit and all that kind of stuff either. But let me show y'all something that's kind of interesting. Big time. I want to just run this by you. It might just be a fact, or you ain't got to speak on it. You know who we ain't mentioned? We ain't even mentioned the Eagles. I think all 3 of us think that we passed them.
Well, what you can be sure of is that the Eagles and the 49ers, they gonna be on the phone with the Raiders when we're talking to them.
They said Crosby the 49ers ain't out either now.
Yeah, so I can guarantee you that. So the 49ers, they gonna do what they normally do. We gonna have to deal with them. Now we don't play them. We do play the 49ers.
Yeah, we play them. We play them.
Yeah, they on my 3-game set that we need to sweep.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, Big Time.
I'm just thinking that the bottom line is that again, and I don't mean to be repetitive, but we don't have a lot of time. I just don't feel like we have a window. This team may not be together again. I know you kind of open things up, setting the stage possibly for Pickens next year. I would hope that they would, go ahead and sign the money. It shouldn't be an issue at all for him next season. The next year, the salary cap obviously will go up again. We probably gonna have some money, probably gonna have to roll over, but you got plenty of cap space. And I think that, I don't know what the requirements are for you to get the money away. To be honest with y'all, Quinn Williams got Michael Parsons' contract. And it was about I ain't gonna say directly his contract, but they got Quinn got the Cowboys' belief. All you heard was he's such a great guy, he's this and that, and then of course they took a little shot at Michael, or Stephen Jones did. That he's not a leader or whatever. He didn't say his name, but everybody knew what he was talking about. So it tells you what they're looking. If they think you're that dude, like they thought about Dak, like they did about Quentin, they'll give it to you. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I hate to bring up a little controversy, but B. Bird said it before. He said that Pickens is his guy. And the reason why he's saying that is because of his attitude.
Yeah.
But that attitude don't quite fit the way the Cowboys kind of think. They like these choir boys. Quentin Williams is a pure dog, but if you listen to him talk, he's a choir boy. He's a real nice guy, says all the right things. He's excellent with the media. He is a leader. He is a great player, without a doubt. But in the front of the camera, he's just a perfect kind of guy that you wouldn't mind shaking hands with. Yeah. He'll look like Quentin Williams will go up and get a cat out of a tree. You know what I'm saying? Real nice guy. Pickens ain't that guy, man. He just not. And for some, he's more of a Michael Irvin type dude.
Des Bryant-ish. Yeah.
He's more of a Michael Irvin type dude. He's not the practice guy that Michael was. And, I'm not going to say he's not a gamer like Michael Irvin was. I'm not going to say that at all. But Pickens is special, man.
Yeah,
and if you want to win a championship, have a real good shot in it, you don't give away queens on chessboards. Pickens is a queen on the chess. We got a few queens on this team, man. Pickens is a queen on the chessboard. Tyler Smith, is a queen on the chessboard. Prescott is a queen on the chessboard. I don't care what y'all say. Top 5 quarterback. Lamb is a queen on the chessboard. Quentin Williams, queen on the chessboard. I mean, we got some, and I'm not going to
down
yet, but again, I'm leaning that way. Mr. Downs, I ain't gonna say it quite yet. I got to see him play, but he might be another queen on the chessboard.
So Tyler Booker too.
Don't give that stuff away. What you do is add to it.
Yeah, add to it. Yeah.
You don't take it away. Man, if y'all don't hurry up and sign Pickens at the end, but we'll wait because we already know what Pickens gonna want.
Sometimes the Jones look at those guys performing good like it's a burden. You know what I'm saying?
I told you they're allergic. I said that other time. They're allergic to guys like this.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I got to give Jerry and Steven credit. I say they're allergic to guys like that. But here's what the problem is. Schottenheimer and Christian Parker not allergic to them. And matter of fact, they getting in their ear saying, hey, this is what we got, this is what we need. This is what we got to have these type guys. And so that's the part I'm saying, like, when you only have, in my view, again, 2-3 year window, you stack the deck.
Stack the deck, baby.
You don't. If you playing spades, I want all top spades. I want the big, little joker, the ace of spades, king of spades, queen, jack. I want it all. I'm sorry, that's what everybody else have done.
And let me tell you this here. Let me tell you this real quick. This is anybody out there listen. When you have a franchise, top 6, 7 quarterback in the league, it's stacking the deck time all the time, man. You don't know when you're gonna get that back again, man. Cincinnati playing around down. They playing around in Cincinnati. You do not know when you gonna get that dude again, man. Them dudes don't grow on trees, man.
No.
And so you got to try to look. Philadelphia don't even have a quarterback of Dak Prescott. Hurts ain't Dak Prescott.
No.
And they still stacking the deck. You know what I'm saying? They don't play. 49ers quarterback ain't as good as Dak Prescott. And they still stacking the deck, man.
Stacking the deck.
And the Rams know that, hey, man, we ain't got that long with this quarterback. He's the MVP. We stacking the deck. That's what you're supposed to do. Buffalo do it too. Everybody's doing that when you got a franchise. Kansas City done it. When you got a franchise quarterback, it's all in, man.
It's all in. And to a lesser degree, he's not on the level. But look what Jacksonville has done.
Yeah.
They franchise quarterback.
He's a franchise quarterback.
Travis Hunter, NTN, Brian Thomas is the wide receiver. I mean, good offensive lineman. I mean, come on now.
Big time. It makes no sense to pay a guy $50 to $60 million and you're not going to go all in. Don't even pay him.
Don't make sense.
Don't. If you're going to be like, well, we're going to pay him, but we can't really. Don't even pay him. If you got a franchise quarterback and you pay somebody over $50 million a year, it's time to go all in. Why you paid him? Those two things don't go together. Paying a franchise quarterback and then playing a conservative does not work. That don't go together. Anybody that paid their quarterback over $50 million are going for it.
Yeah. Just as simple.
So let me put some more OG spin on this. So this team right here, Jimmy Johnson would take this team right here, add a couple of players to it, and win the whole thing. You know what Jason Garrett and Rob Marinelli would do? They would blow it. Because this kind of talent that we have, somebody like Pickens, Jason Garrett don't want that. Okay? No. He doesn't want it. So the last time
he had a problem with Dez also.
Yes. The last time we had a team like this was 2016, Dak's rookie year, Zeke's rookie year. That team right there, they were the best team all year long. Remember, they won 11 in a row.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the team. But Jason Garrett didn't want it. The week they playing Green Bay at home, they playing Aaron Rodgers. That should have been a big revenge game for us. Dez trying to get the team ready. Jason Garrett shut him down. Yeah. He's like, no, Dez, we don't want to do all of that. We not that's not who we are.
Yep.
And Dez looking at him like, who are we? Well, you know who we are? The game started, and we got down 21 to nothing.
That's right.
Because they didn't want it. That's not who they are. So,
but look, one thing I like, man, and I know this ain't okay. So y'all gonna understand me, and the people in chat, y'all bear with me on this. That's why I like Christian Parker chirping to Dak Prescott chirping. I like that because it raises the level of mentality of how you got to be when you're on the field. They're making it like game-like situation. Durant talking trash to Pickens and to CD, and our rookies competing out there. I mean, not our rookie, our second-year cornerback out there competing against the the best wide receiver combo in the league. I like that chirping. Like, hey, CP was telling them dudes in minicamp, hey, go get the kicker ready. I love that kind of stuff. You got to challenge them to raise it. Oh, that's how y'all gonna be. So this is how we gonna be. We gonna get y'all. And then when you get into the game, you already used to that. But see, this is something like Joe just said. Gary been like, come on, guys. We don't have to talk to each other like that. Yes, we do, because Philadelphia gonna talk to us like that. Washington gonna talk to us like that. You know what I'm saying? Giants gonna talk to us. San Francisco gonna talk to us like that. So we might as well get used to it right now, right here.
And that same mentality, a lot of people will say the 2014 team was our best chance to win the Super Bowl. I think it was 2016. Some people will say it was
for me.
2014, 2021. The problem with the 2014 team, we went to Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers was basically playing on one leg, but they didn't want to take it to him. They didn't want to do anything. They just let him off the hook. Christian Parker, Jimmy Johnson, these type of coaches, somebody like Steve Spagnuolo, the Kansas City Chiefs.
He did this 90% of the time.
Aaron Rodgers wouldn't have finished the game.
Oh, he wouldn't finish the game.
But that's not who the Cowboys have been. That's what needs to change. Christian Parker, I like what I'm seeing. I like what Shotty is doing. The thing we got in our favor too. Our first 2 games are against the Commanders and the Giants. Christian Parker is very familiar with what they do. I know they got some new coordinators over there, but Christian Parker understands what these 2 games are. Christian Parker also understands what's going to happen in Baltimore when we go to Brazil. He's going to be ready for that. So that's why I just feel good about this mentality that we have, the talent that we have. We need a couple more pieces. The only thing that's going to hold us back, just to be real honest, keeping it 100, is Steven and Jerry. That's it. We gotta bring them on over to where we are. And are they ready yet? Big time. That remains to be seen.
Well, while y'all were talking, my mind just went back because whether you're a Cowboy fan or you're not, there are some things that, it's amazing when the Cowboy fans say it or Cowboy pundits, all of a sudden the rules and the goalposts change. But let's go back to what everybody here in the chat and you guys have heard all your life. See, I was thinking just then while y'all were talking, like, you know what? We just a pass rush away.
Yeah.
Because this is what we've known throughout the years of football. If you have a pass rush, does not that make the quarterback have to get the ball out quicker than he wants to?
Yes, sir.
And if that does it, a pass rush makes your cornerbacks even better than what they are, right?
Man, you have some cold-blooded cornerbacks when they ain't got but 2 seconds to throw.
Why you think Bland had all those interceptions and pick sixes that year is because Dan Quinn was sitting in the house.
And Michael Parsons was getting back to that quarterback, too.
It made cornerbacks that usually would get beat look better than what they really are. So if you're talking about, now I'm serious, we need to really push this, y'all.
Yeah.
If you're talking about somebody like Crosby, I even take Vaughn. Now, I know we can do better than Vaughn. If you're talking about Sweat, if you're worried about Ravel is going to play even better if you have a pass rush.
Absolutely.
I mean, if Bland give you
Durant too.
I'm saying Durant gets his hand on the ball. We all know what Bland can do. I'm just saying these are simple things that will obviously make it'll make everybody better.
Everybody better.
But we haven't talked about this to prove your point big time, and I'm gonna let you finish. Here's the thing: for the first time in 20 years, you are not going to be able to run the ball on us. You're gonna have to throw it. You're gonna be putting the ball in the air against Dallas 30, 35 times because guess what? You're not going to be able to run the ball at Quentin Williams, Clark, and Otito Ogbonna. It's not happening.
That's the game. I will wait till week 3 to say, Joe, you were right. I'm not saying Henry going to run for 180 yards, but I do want to see if the Cowboys can hold them under 100. That's what I want to see.
Well,
if we can do that.
Of course, that's going to be a little tricky because of Lamar.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If there's any chance to find out but you got to have a Henry and a Lamar to really do that against us. That's what I'm saying.
And they're the only ones that have it. So
but I want to see that. But I'm saying, I really want to nail that point that, like, man, if you talking about that, I don't care whoever our third cornerback is, he gonna be better.
He's gonna be better. Hey, big time. Let me say this, and because I want to say, okay, I got to pat myself on the back again. I got to say this because 105.3 said something this week. They asked the question: would Max Crosby be like the Charles Haley trade back in the day? And I said that last season when I said, hey man, we need to get this guy, man. That'll be just like I say. I know people gonna think I'm overdoing this, but that'll be equivalent to us getting Haley, man. because that was the last piece. And what it did is it made everybody better on the team. It made the other defensive end better. It made the secondary better. It made pressure makes everybody better. And so if you get Crosby,
going in and out, B-Bird.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm still going in and out.
There you go.
You're good.
Okay, my bad. So if you get a Crosby, man, that's just gonna make the whole team better, man. That's why you got to make this move, man. Either him or somebody on the edge that could be a consistent pressure guy and a sack guy.
Or Sweat.
Yeah, Sweat. Yeah, Miller. One of those guys.
And I think
they B-Bird on your end over there again.
That might be. Now my camera's moving too. But yeah, I think at this point, I think the front office, they probably do realize it. So I think we might see something happen here in the next week or so. Am I too?
Going on. Yeah. Okay. Keep talking.
But yeah, I think the front office, I think they really understand where they are and what they need. Oh, that's B-Bird.
No, that's me in the door. My wife's closing the door. But I can hear you. I can hear Joe real clear. He's not cutting out.
Can't hear you, B-Bird.
Oh, you can't hear me at all? Okay, hold on.
I can hear him.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
You hear me good, Joe?
Yeah.
Talk to me, Joe.
Can you hear me now?
All right. Listen up. We are having some issues on the microphones here. Let me make sure I'm good on my end. Say something, Joe, real quick.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I can hear you, but I cannot hear you, but I can tell you, mic is on. B-Bird, say something.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
In and out, but you guys can hear me quite well, right?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris said you can hear everybody.
Okay. Keep talking, y'all. Keep talking. Go ahead.
What I was saying, I think the front office, they do realize.
Yeah, you good.
The front office, I think they realize what they need to do. But you always got to be true to yourself. Steven, man, you got to keep an eye on him. It's just, man. I was going to ask you guys about something too that I ran across yesterday, and I need to do some homework on this. And y'all might know the answer to this. Somebody posted that it's either November 18th or December 18th. They will, at that point, the window is back open for them to sign Pickens. They don't have to wait till the offseason. They can sign him November 18th or December 18th. I need to research that, but that's what I heard yesterday.
Well, if they win and he's clowning, then they probably sign him.
I don't think George will sign. I think
he might. Yeah. But he still will be under. They still can franchise him again, so they still got leverage over.
Yeah, they got control of that, and who knows? But I don't think you're gonna get another quiet year out of Pickens.
And did you hear what Dak said? Was that yesterday or today?
No, what did he say?
So Dak did an interview, and he's basically telling the front office they need to get him signed. Even though we still in this non-negotiating part. But I think it was in relation to that report that they can sign him in November or December. So Dak was like, they need to sign him. So Dak, to me, he's never been behind a player like he is with Pickens right now, from what I remember.
Hey, he ain't say nothing for Parsons.
The reason why Dak know.
Dak know.
He know he got a better shot with Pickens than without.
Absolutely.
So it was Dak and CD saying the same thing the same day.
CD know. CD
knows
seen this much
single coverage,
lesser coverage.
Yeah,
in his whole career. I mean, since Amari Cooper, since his rookie season, he hadn't seen this, this amount, that he can finally get some one-on-ones. It's just.
Hey, so one of the things I want to change up just a little bit. One of the things that I thought about was this season has been a little bit different. The offseason has been a little bit different. It hadn't been as aggressive as we would like, but relatively speaking, for the Joneses, it has been aggressive compared to what they've done before. But one of the things I'll tell y'all is, let's talk about the Michael Parsons trade. Well, I don't want to talk about the trade. I don't even want to talk about Michael Parsons. I want to talk about this. Arrogant people, man, they want to be right.
Yeah.
Arrogant people want to be right, man. Narcissistic people want to be right. I mean, they throw. So what the positive about the Michael Parsons trade now, it's Jerry Jones versus Michael Parsons, and whoever does better as a team, the Green Bay Packers with Michael Parsons, or the Cowboys with Jerry Jones and acquisitions, that's who wins the trade. That trade was personal, the most personal trade I've seen probably in my lifetime. And so Jerry wants to win this thing. He doesn't go get Quentin Williams unless Michael Parsons make Defensive Player of the Year of the month of that month. And so he still, he wants to prove himself right, and he wants to prove Michael wrong. And so that's what's causing this guy to go out there and make all these moves and even contemplate. Because y'all remember, people say we're not going to get Max Crosby. Remember, we were in line to get Max Crosby. We were going for him. So we can go for him again. But I like that he's powered by something, because you got to remember, man, back in the 90s, y'all, we us three historians, hey, he wanted to win after Jimmy Johnson left because they said he couldn't win after Jimmy Johnson. So he's motivated to go get somebody. Who did he go get? Deion Sanders. Yeah. Because he had to, because he didn't want to have egg on his face. He does not want to have egg on his face with this Michael Parsons trade. He can't go 6-10, 6-11 again, and Michael Parsons making the playoffs, and they going far in the playoffs. He's going to look bad. So he's going to do everything he can. Thank you. The ego, man, the ego is driving him, man. But guess who's the great recipient of that? We are. We are. Because if it wasn't for Michael Parsons, he doesn't go get a Quentin Williams and all these other guys that he's going to get. It'll be status quo. Let's draft. Let's just develop. Let's just do this and hope and hang around the rim. They're not trying to hang around the rim anymore, man. They're trying to go make the slam dunk. So I just want to bring that in, man, because that's just my thought on that.
And I want to talk about this.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be real quick, and you can go. This relates to you too. So we saw that Quentin Williams' agent, she was in camp last week. Lynn, what's her name?
She's the agent. She's Jalen Hurts' agent.
So she's really excited for her.
She's a bad girl.
She's a bad girl. She's making a name for herself.
Yeah, she is.
So I got to talk about my fraternity brother, University of Texas grad. I got my UT hat on tonight. I'm going to be pulling for my cousin, Colin Simmons, this year. UT going for a national championship. But we got to talk about our fraternity brother, David Mulugeta. He's done the right thing. He's done everything the right way. He's a powerful agent. You know, he's not out here doing, you know, something that shouldn't be happening. That's how they kind of try to do, you know, guys like that. So what I want to run by you guys is there a problem with this owner, with this agent? Because this agent is getting deals done with other teams, and you know, he is Pickens' agent, of course. And so it's if Jerry, I don't know what's going on with him, but if it's something going on with him with this agent, because you know this agent is from another part of the railroad track, as they say, it's very disappointing. Just disappointing, and I'm still disappointed with the way he handled the Micah thing. I know Micah, you know, Micah is Micah, but that thing could have been handled a whole lot better. We still could have got Quentin Williams and had Micah. We could have, matter of fact, we could have got Kenny Clark too. And obviously, you can say, well, if we had Micah, we probably wouldn't have Caleb Downs. But that's one of the things that I'm still kind of concerned. You know, I just want to see Jerry be better. He's got all the money in the world. His franchise was, again, the #1 franchise in the world, worth what, 15.16 billion, whatever.
Sure, there's all in the 20s.
There's just no reason for you to be behaving like that with an agent. And I don't know what's going on, but you know, you got to get that right. You should get it right. You got the thing right with Jimmy Johnson. You held him out of the Ring of Honor all those years. So that part is still disappointing when it comes to Jerry. But you know, hey, he's got all the money in the world. He can do whatever he want to do with his money and with his team.
To answer your point, to this day, we still don't know if they picked up the phone and called the man. I mean, that goes back to Michael Parsons. The record is that they did not even talk to the man. Okay. The record is it continued with George Pickens. So here's the thing. At first, they loved Michael. Then, of course, it got twisted. And then everybody says, but Mulligetta was there. Then they say, everybody says, we love George Pickens. We love George Pickens. We love George Pickens. I believe that. But they still haven't talked to David Mulligetta. They ain't picked it up. They picked up the phone one time, according to the record, and told Dave Mulligetta, said, we're going to place him on the franchise tag.
They love doing that part.
That was the only conversation.
Yeah.
So out of two superstar players, you have not picked up the phone. So what that tells me is, I'm sorry. They did. David Mulligetta is the age for PJ Locke. So your question is, okay, if PJ Locke is his client, how they get a deal done with them? Because PJ Locke is not a superstar, and they forwarded him the thing, and he just took it.
Correct.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why it works.
With PJ. That's why it worked with PJ Locke. I mean, Mulligetta on there, because it was probably a little bit more than what was anticipated. So you went in and did it. But to answer your question, Joe, I think it's personal. It's got to be, because you talk to every other agent and you work with them, and it's done. We didn't hear no hiccup about Quentin Williams. None. All we heard, it was done.
Well, you didn't hear a hiccup with the linebacker from Houston, as David Mulligetta.
We didn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
All we heard was it was done.
Will Anderson Jr.
Will Anderson, yeah.
Everybody that's worked with Mulligetta, as far as Dallas goes, has had major problems. So then you got to ask yourself a question, okay, well, why is that? Because Mulligetta has a reputation. He always gets way more for his players. He don't like having guys on the franchise tag. And when you're considered the number one agent in the business at the time, Jerry Jones, as far as I'm concerned, I have no way of proving this. I just think that he tried to put Dave Mulligetta in his place.
I think so.
And you don't run nothing over here, man. You may run that stuff over there with everybody else, but you ain't getting nothing here, buddy. This is what we gonna pay him. Y'all don't want it? Oh, okay, we're gonna put you on this franchise tag. That's what we're gonna do with you.
So big time. Everything you just said. Name another GM in sports that can act that way.
Not the ones that's not the owners.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you're not, because what it is to like the best. I'm not gonna give you an analogy anymore. But the best GMs don't take it personal. They just don't. Like, if a deal can't be done, it just can't be done financially. It's not. I'm not gonna take it personal. It's just like somebody outbid me for this, and so I think Jerry he takes it too personal, man. And you know, they accuse black athletes of being emotional and this, that, and other. Jerry's emotional, dude, for real. Yeah, I mean, when he brought in Trey Lance over Dak, you know, try to make him compete against Dak, that was an emotional decision, man. And y'all remember this? Think about this. We don't even talk about this. We gave up a third for a dude that never played.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a third round pick is a big pick, man. Yeah. And that guy never played for us, made good money. I think he made like $5 million a year and then got released. But anyway, it was an emotional decision. And so with that, I don't know what it is with David Mulligetta. It might be the fact that he is the preeminent agent and he wanted to bring him down. But I think maybe it was because he already had a deal in place. He thought he had a ribbon and a bow put on it. And then Mulligetta came in and said, no, that ain't the way this thing works. And he don't like that, man. He don't like that at all.
And let's just be honest. If Pickens does what everybody think he's gonna do, and it may not be the same exact numbers,
I don't think it would.
But it may be the impact, the same type of impact.
Correct.
If that be the case, I mean, this dude is gonna be asking to be the highest paid receiver in the league. So you can't escape this thing. You can't escape it. And the reason why Jules said, I think they said they talked to Mulligetta about Pickens, it was a good conversation. That's because they had all the leverage. They say all we offered is a franchise tag.
Yeah, that's how it was.
They offered him a deal. They were just saying,
informing them of what they were going to do.
And
so
then,
I mean, it's a conversation like, and Mulligata's smart enough to know it ain't nothing he could do about that.
Nah, you can do about it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well-
Locked in on doing a franchise tag.
Correct.
There ain't no conversation. It's a one-sided conversation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
The other thing that we got to add is, if you sign him to a deal that makes sense, or it's a fair deal for both sides, and it can be done, it's actually going to help your salary cap. It's not going to hurt it.
They don't care.
It's not going to do anything to your cap. It's actually going to help your cap.
Yeah, but let me tell you this. Let me add this. What did the Williams signings just do?
It just
helped the cap.
It just helped the cap. That's what it did.
They're aware of this. That's why I'm saying everything you saying, Joe, is 100% correct. And what B-Bird said, it totally makes sense. So the obvious question is, okay, unless you don't believe in the guy. Now, if you telling me you don't believe in the guy, then I understand it. You're hesitant on signing them. Or if you think there's some character flaws, and this place here is known for one choir boys, then I understand it. But it's not about production, that's for sure. It's not about production. This dude produces, and he gonna do it again this year. So the question then becomes, okay, if it's about production, then why won't you do it? It's like you just said. You said the main thing. It's gonna free up the cap. Yeah. It's going to free up the cap. It makes total sense. They even got another hand that they haven't never played. I don't understand why they haven't done it, but maybe they got a plan. I still don't understand why they haven't restructured Dak Prescott yet. I don't understand that. You can convert his money over to signing bonus and make the cap hit be whatever you want it to be. They haven't even played that hand yet. And you could have freed up money a long time ago. We talking about Crosby. We talking about Quinn. Matter of fact, we talking about Michael Parsons. You could have freed up the money by simply, what you think they've been doing with Mahomes' money? Come on now. They do it almost every year. You could have done the same thing with that.
Hurts money.
So money is really not the issue. Yeah, you can restructure Lamb.
Absolutely.
So, to bring it,
just haven't done it. So my question is, why haven't you done it? But as far as Mulligata goes, I really do believe it is personal.
Oh, it's definitely personal.
It's personal. And it's going to get even nastier because if Pickens does what we want to do, he's going to ask for over 40.
And he should.
He should. And to bring it all the way back around to where I started, here's the thing. Okay, now, you are the franchise that hasn't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. Seattle has been to 4. New England has been to 8. Tampa has won 1. The Falcons have been to 1. New Orleans. Just name the team. All these teams that played in the Super Bowl either played in it or won 1. Look, Bob Kraft got a whole bunch of money. Stan Kroenke got a whole bunch of money. Jeffrey Lurie owns the Eagles. They got a bunch of money. All of these owners are billionaires. But none of these owners have a problem with David Mulligata. It's one owner that has a problem with David Mulligata. Doesn't that just seem kind of odd to you? Like, what is going on with this picture? And so
it's not the owner, Joe. Joe, it's not the owner, because on the other teams he's dealing with the GMs.
You are going out.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? So
no.
So testing.
Oh, you good, B-Bird? I hear you.
I think
I'm talking about for Joe.
For a minute. So what were you saying, B-Bird? I think Jerry's got to cut us off.
So with he doesn't have a problem dealing with the other teams because he's dealing with their GMs. He's not dealing with their owners. And with the Cowboys, he's dealing with the owner. He's dealing with the guy that has the purse strings. The other guys, the GM is a guy that needs to get the best players on his field. That's all he cares about. He don't care about 5 years in the future. I might not be here. The owner is going to be there, and that's the deal. That's a difference. Jeffrey Lurie is not doing that contract.
You can't hear us. You can't hear us, Joe. You can't hear us, Joe. I think everybody can hear. Joe done went out and came out. Let me say this. See, you know me. I think it's.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I can hear you good.
Can you hear us, Joe?
I don't think he can.
I don't think he can. We can hear you. We can hear you. He popped back out. Listen, y'all. I hate to turn it into this, but I ain't gonna do it tonight. I'm not gonna do it tonight. But let's be honest. You know, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it, B-Bird. I ain't gonna shy away from it. But I did say earlier that sometimes you have some people who want to put people in their place. Now I'm gonna let y'all figure out what I'm trying to say without saying.
Now, I say that, and I definitely agree that it is some of that. But him working with Nicole Lynn, that's that agent name, Nicole Lynn, like that. Kind of goes to the other side of that. If I would say that. I'm saying,
and
I'm not. I'm not defending it, right? I'm just giving you some evidence.
No. Thank you for that, and that's a good rebuttal. Then, if that is the case, I will take it from this standpoint. I think this problem fits better. Before this young lady this young lady who did Quentin's contract, okay? She's gaining. She's doing some tremendous work, and she's getting some guys paid, and people work with her. Mulligetta had the reputation. He's on magazine covers as the number one agent in the sport, and his reputation is that he gets his players paid a whole lot more. Remember what Jerry said years ago? He said that this is negotiations and it's about who wins. And to Jerry, this is about who gonna win at the end, which is the reason why he had problems with Ezekiel Elliott holding out and Michael. Joe, can you hear us? I don't think Joe can hear us.
I don't think he hears. Yeah,
he just struggling. I think. Jules, are you there? Jules, if you there, go help your dad out. If you're there, man. He's trying to figure it out. But I just think that it's really about a power play type thing.
Correct. I definitely
really do feel like it's that, because there's just no way in the world you can tell me you haven't picked up the phone and talked to the agent when you know that when the player has a representative. It just does not make any sense. You talk to every other agent. I just don't understand why you ain't picked up the phone at all, other than saying, "Hey, we put him on the franchise tag."
Yeah. So, and I said this last year, big time. If you're the owner and I came to you and say, "Yeah, we ain't get Michael signed," and you say, "Well, what the?" And then it's in the contract negotiations been going on for a while. And you ask me, "Well, what is the agent saying?" And I tell you, "Well, I ain't talked to the agent."
Yeah,
come on. That's a fireable offense, isn't it?
In the GM, listen, if you are not the owner, you are not the owner. Joe, can you hear us?
Yeah, I think I'm back.
There you go.
Listen, if you are not the owner and you are just the GM, you wouldn't even mention that in the interview.
That'd be embarrassing, man. You'd be like,
you wouldn't say it at all, because that would be a fireable offense.
That's a fireable offense.
So what was that? What did I miss?
I said that if you were owner and I came to you and you asked me, man, this Michael contract been going on for a while. What's the agent? What is the agent talking about? And I tell you, oh, I haven't talked to the agent. I said that's a fireable offense to not speak to a superstar's agent.
Listen to me. What if Bob Kraft asked Bill Belichick at the time, who was running the organization, and it got down to Tom Brady's contract, and Belichick tell Kraft, I ain't even talked to Tom Brady agent. I ain't talked to or Gronk. I ain't talked to Gronk's agent at all. I ain't talking. Do you think Bob Kraft? What do you think he would have done with Belichick?
He fired him because he wanted to fire him anyway, but he's gonna let him go.
That's the reason why, and I hate to give this team credit, but that's the reason why Howard Roseman, the general manager of the Philadelphia Eagles, is the way he is.
That's right.
Because he's general managing his team as if it's his last year.
He has to big time because I coined this phase. It don't sound right. He's GMing for his job.
Yes.
He has to get players. You said something earlier that we didn't go back to, and I want to go back to it right quick. And I'm going, when I pass away, this is going to be it. Players win championships. Coaches, all that strategy and all that, that's cool. If you ain't got no players, all that strategy don't work. The team with the best players and the best coaching wins, but you have to have players, man. When Philadelphia won a Super Bowl the other year, I went group by group, room by room, and I asked anybody. The only room that we were better than them in was quarterback. Every other room they were better than us. Each and every room they were better than us, and you wonder why they beat us. If they better in every room but one, you're gonna win that game.
You're gonna win. Scheming does work, but it helps. Like for instance, on a lesser note of somebody that didn't win, but Detroit, when Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator, it does help that you got Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's sure right.
And David Montgomery as your running backs.
Yep.
And Goff is a good quarterback.
Good quarterback.
You got the receiver.
And what's the receiver to catch all them balls?
Amar St. Brown.
Yeah, St. Brown. Yeah, you got three good wide receivers. That tight end cold-blooded.
You got LaFleur as the tight end. It means something to have guys.
Guys, man.
You got not second and third string, not I'm talking about A+ players that can get it done. It means something. Sean McVay is a great coach, great offensive coordinator, great game planner, but it does help that he got Matthew Stafford. It does help that he got Puka Nacua. It does help that he got Devontae Adams on the other side. It does help that he got Myles Garrett. It does.
Hey, so let me interrupt you 1 second, big time. If he was that confident about his team, he would have got Myles Garrett because players matter.
Oh no. I don't get it. Go ahead, Joe. You struggling. Come on.
No, I missed most of the conversation, but what I'm gonna say this about Jerry, it's more than just him and the agent and the fact that he's the owner and the GM. We let him off the hook because what I would say is this: there have been times over the years he's had good enough teams to win, and some of the teams that have won, they were not like super teams. The problem with him, he's got a couple things that's really messing things up. So he is the owner and GM, B-Bird. He's also got people that had chances to pick better players and they didn't pick them. They didn't do a good job of drafting. They supposed to be a great drafting team. They haven't been. The other thing that's really hurting, and this is on him too, he just really is not into hiring great coaches. So he is the GM and the owner, but he also is the hiring manager. And the truth is, he's had a chance to hire some great coaches and he didn't. He didn't do that. He kept one. He kept one for 10 years.
Well, let me tell you,
nobody been able to figure that out yet.
Because he wants to be the face of when they win again, he wants to be the preeminent face of the team. If you go get a Belichick or somebody like that, one of these high-profile coaches, they're going to give the credit to them. Like, oh, Belichick came in and turned this thing around. Boy, it wasn't for Belichick, man. They wouldn't have. And so he doesn't want that. He want to get one of these coaches that he picked out of the bushes somewhere and bring them back. So if we win, boy, Jerry did a great job of rehabilitating that guy or took a chance on that guy and this, that, and other. That's why he don't want to get a high-profile coach, man. So, but we might be able to Trojan horse this or backdoor this thing because I think the coaching staff is coming around right now with CP, with Shadi. I think I just love the fact that they go at each other.
B-Bird.
Yes, sir.
You hit the nail on the head. and you I mean, I couldn't have said it better. I think I said it before on my show months ago. The reason why we all are feeling good is because of what B Bird said earlier, and I hope that Restream clipped this out because B Bird was 1,000,000% on point. And Daryl, when you put it in, it was the ego of Jerry Jones that made him turn into the old 90s Jerry Jones.
That's right.
The Michael Parsons, because he wants to say he do not, as B Bird said earlier, he does not want the egg on his face. And when you got all that stuff, you had to turn that trade into something incredible. So people will say what they're saying now without even us playing a game yet. Everybody's saying Cowboys won that trade easily. And it really didn't have anything to do, Downs.
No, I saw that. Did you see that article today?
Season.
Yeah.
I don't even count him. We were gonna get that pick anyway. It's the Malachi Lawrence, it's the Kenny Clark, it's the Quentin Williams, it's one more I'm forgetting about. Who else?
It wasn't Quentin now. Quentin wasn't part of that trade either.
Quentin was not part of it.
Yeah.
But I will say this: if you didn't get rid of Michael Parsons, you wouldn't have done what you've done.
Because the mentality wasn't going to be what it is now. Absolutely right.
That's what I'm saying. The ego, it made you go get
absolutely
the best of the best. Right. That's why he also went and tried to turn it into Max Crosby.
Correct.
Because he wanted to hit the home run. So Michael Parsons' trade, as we all can admit now, was really the blessing in disguise because it gave us our gunslinger back.
Sure.
I don't know how long this is gonna last, but for the moment for Parsons being gone, he did what he had to do. We got Clark out of it. I still want to say Quentin because the mentality.
I agree. I'll take that.
Yeah, he wouldn't and got Quentin if it wasn't for this. So we loaded. You got another first round pick out of it. It is what it is. So I think that was powerful what B Bird said.
Hey, but let me add this here to you. You asked how long will this last? It'll last as long as Michael's in Green Bay.
Okay, I'm okay.
Yeah, and I'll take that because I think he's gonna be there for a while. I'll take it. So we may get this aggressive Jerry for the next 3 or 4 years, man, at least.
The idea of Michael Parsons possibly, and he saw how good Green Bay was when he was there playing.
Yeah.
Bona fide defense. So to be honest with you, the thought of Michael Parsons possibly winning a Super Bowl, possibly will drive him.
Oh, that's gonna drive him.
I agree with you, B Bird, on that.
Well, and let's add this in too. So Michael Parsons plus Mulligetta.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll sprinkle a little Mulligetta in there too.
Yes, I'm feeling you on that. I think Joe done got out of here on this thing.
Yeah. Okay. You ready to wrap it up, big time?
Yeah, I'm ready to wrap it. I'm gonna bring Joe in, let him get his words in, and hopefully he's there. You good, Joe?
Just tell him.
Joe's struggling. Hey, let's text Joe and
I got him. You got him?
Yeah, he's struggling. Let me put this. I don't know if he can see this. Joe, you hear us? I'm typing it in. Joe, if you can hear me, look at the private chat. Let me type this in. Hey, man, while we typing this in, we appreciate everybody who have come and hang with us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed what we've done tonight. I think we made some very interesting points. Everybody did on the night. And listen, because if you want to take anything, I really don't want to get off with what B Bird said there. Because of what B Bird said and in other words, there's some urgency.
Urgency, absolutely.
Some urgency there. And because of that, we got something to look forward to, even though we really didn't talk about it tomorrow night. I believe the urgency continues tomorrow night.
Yes,
I
sir.
really believe that. And so I'm excited about tomorrow. And what I'm excited for is just to see if they can continue that mentality, if they can continue and carry over what they've done in practice and build off what they did against the Rams. If we can do that, then we really own to something. Because we really remember Saints are coming up.
Yeah.
The Saints scrimmage game. And we really have to get ready for them as well. Joe, can you hear us? No, he can't hear us. So right after we, but see, Darryl, that's a good one, and I guess we didn't really feature that. We didn't really talk about it.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Pay
I can hear
attention
you.
to plays tomorrow night, because if they don't play, that kind of tell you what the Cowboys are. They bubble wrapping them. Like if Blue plays, that means Blue got something to prove. If Marfa plays, that means they ain't just sold on it about that. But if one of them doesn't play, then that ought to tell you what the Cowboys are feeling. I'm looking to see if Schoon make a play. I can't stand it. I believe they bubble. I believe, and if you listen to Schottenheimer, Schoon making this team again. I'm anxious to see what Trigg can do. So let's just see what they bring out tomorrow night, and let's see the intensity level that they have. That's really all I got. Hey, B-Bird, give your words there. I don't think Joe can hear us. Joe, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you back.
go ahead, Joe. We about done unless you got one last point, and then go ahead and close it out.
No, I'm good. We can go ahead and close out. I'll figure out what's wrong with I think it was my headset, and I'm just tinkering around with it. But man, check us out. My son and I, we have a show. It's called Father and Son Cowboys and Sports Talk. We do a couple of shows during the week, and we're getting ready for the season. Excited about everything, how it's coming together. Always glad to be on with these two gentlemen here. My fraternity brother, the legendary Big Time Show.
Yes, sir.
From the Bluff City, Memphis, Tennessee, and then my other legendary friend B-Bird from Galveston. We had folks. Yeah, that's right. We had your folks here in my reunion last week. We had a great time week before last. But yeah, man, just follow me on Twitter, Cowboy Joe 64, and hopefully we can just keep getting more viewers, growing our channels, and this will be a great year. And we'll be we gearing up for the NFC Championship game. That's kind of what we're doing. Wow. We making it this year.
Right.
Hey y'all, I'm B-Bird Cowboys. You can follow me on YouTube at B-Bird Cowboys. Also on Twitter at or X at B-Bird Cowboys also. So hey, it's great to be on with these gentlemen again, man. And we're gonna be the season's getting closer, so we're gonna be doing more shows. We're gonna try to do some shows maybe after this game here. We've been texting each other to try to do something, man, maybe Sunday. But y'all be on the lookout. But appreciate Big Time for all the shows that he do. The Ride is one of the special shows that he do. So we appreciate him for that, man. So I just wanted to just tell everybody, hey, Cowboys out.
Yes, sir. Big Time Show. Follow me everywhere. Just type it in. I didn't even mention TikTok. My guy, one of the great content creators in his own right, Spartan Cowboy over there holding it down right now for me on TikTok over there. Appreciate you guys. Rome, I just saw you join in. Appreciate all you guys watching out. Those of you on TikTok, follow B-Bird, B.Bird Cowboys. You can find them there, and then appreciate you, Cowboy, Spartan Cowboy. I see you, man. Then, of course, Cowboy Joe, father and son, broadcast with his son, the great Jules.
Yes,
well, let me get his name right. His handle. What's his handle say?
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. That's him and his son. Great a podcast in their own right. If you can, go ahead and subscribe and like their channels as well. But this right here is the Cowboys OG podcast. This is where we come together and just throw our thoughts in about what we doing. So far, so good, Cowboy fans. Let's see if they can continue. The players that are going to play Let's see if they bring the funk tomorrow night, bring the intensity level, and let's see if the Cowboys can go with the same intensity that they had against the Rams in practice. Go up there and go smack the Seahawks in their mouth. Let them know when we come back up here later on, we're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
That we're gonna do. Right now is sending messages out.
Right.
And let's get ready for the Saints for the joint practice. We're gonna smack them in the mouth too. And everything leading up to the Giants, man. We getting close to week 1, and we got to go ahead and let everybody know what time it is. And I think they're putting the NFL in their own way, putting the NFL on notice already.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's what time it is. We'll see you guys again. Just turn on all these live notifications, and we'll get back with you. Until the end, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Cowboys OG Podcast. We'll holler at you.